You wake up and immediately check your phone. Before your feet even touch the floor, your brain is already in motion. Emails, messages, to-dos, and the silent pressure whispering, you should be doing more. You tell yourself this is normal. You're ambitious, hard-working, goal-oriented. But beneath the surface, something feels wrong. You've become addicted to being productive, and without realizing it, your sense of worth is no longer tied to who you are, but to how much you produce. You don't need a diagnosis to know that overworking has become the new identity crisis of our generation. It's no longer about surviving, it's about performing, proving your value through endless effort. Every unchecked task feels like failure, every pause feels like guilt. You can't relax without a reason. But here's the truth. Your worth doesn't depend on your productivity. And if you want to feel alive again, you'll have to unlearn the psychology that made you believe it did. We live in a culture that glorifies busyness. We're told to rise and grind, to earn our rest, and to hustle harder if we want success. But what no one tells you is that the more you chase validation through achievement, the emptier you feel when the applause fades. The brain gets hooked on accomplishment like a drug. Each goal achieved gives a quick hit of dopamine, but soon it wears off, and you crave another fix. That's why, even after finishing one big project, your mind immediately jumps to the next. You're chasing a sense of enough that never arrives. Overworking often starts with good intentions. You want to do your best, build stability, make people proud. But over time, that drive mutates into fear. The fear of slowing down, the fear of being forgotten, the fear of being less than. You stop working towards something meaningful and start running away from the silence of not doing. That silence feels unbearable because it forces you to face yourself without your achievements as armor. The psychology of overworking runs deeper than habit. It's rooted in how we were taught to measure our value. Maybe you grew up in an environment where love had conditions, good grades, trophies, praise. Maybe you learned early that attention and approval only came when you performed well. As adults, that pattern continues. We equate productivity with love, with safety, with identity. So when we stop, it feels like disappearing. The brain interprets idleness as danger when it's been wired for constant doing. Your nervous system doesn't know the difference between slowing down and being in trouble. That's why even rest can feel stressful at first. You sit down to relax, and suddenly your mind floods with guilt, unfinished tasks, or imagined judgments. It's not that you can't relax, it's that your body doesn't yet believe it's allowed to. To break that pattern, you have to start redefining productivity. True productivity isn't about output, it's about alignment. You can fill every hour with tasks and still achieve nothing that nourishes you. Or you can do less, but with clarity, focus, and intention, and create a life that actually feels meaningful. The key is learning to shift from performing to participating. Performing seeks approval, participating seeks presence. Start by asking yourself one simple question. If no one could see what I'm doing, would I still be doing it? That question cuts through ego and exposes motive. If your answer is no, you're likely working for validation, not value. The irony is that when you stop chasing worth, your work actually becomes more powerful because it flows from authenticity, not anxiety. Another part of overworking psychology is comparison. Social media magnifies it. Someone's always busier, richer, more productive. You scroll through highlight reels and subconsciously adopt the belief that rest equals failure. But remember, what you see online is performance, not reality. The person posting at 5 a.m. with a motivational quote might be running on the same emptiness you're trying to escape. Comparison drains energy faster than work itself because it keeps you emotionally hustling for a life that isn't yours. To rebuild a healthy relationship with productivity, start practicing self-worth that isn't earned. That means valuing yourself in stillness, not just in success. Take moments during the day where you do nothing and resist the urge to justify it. Sit in silence, go for a slow walk, or just breathe without purpose. At first, your brain will rebel. It'll say you're wasting time, but slowly it learns a new truth. You're allowed to exist without producing. Your environment also plays a powerful role. Many workplaces reward burnout disguised as dedication. The employee who stays late is praised, while the one who sets boundaries is labeled uncommitted. This system feeds the illusion that exhaustion equals excellence. But long-term, burnout destroys creativity, focus, and even empathy. You can't give your best when you're constantly running on empty. Real leaders and innovators aren't the ones who never rest, they're the ones who know when to. Breaking the overworking cycle also requires learning to detach your identity from outcomes. You are not your job title, your salary, or your productivity stats. These things can change overnight, but your worth remains. When you understand that, failure loses its power over you. You stop working out of fear and start working out of purpose. That shift transforms everything. Stress becomes strategy, and work becomes an expression, not an escape. It's also vital to heal the inner critic, the voice that says you're not doing enough. That voice doesn't come from truth, it comes from conditioning. You can quiet it by replacing self-punishment with self-curiosity. Instead of, why can't I do more? Ask, why do I feel like I have to? The first question shames you. The second one frees you. Another practical step is setting boundaries, not just with people, but with yourself. Decide when your workday ends and protect that line fiercely. Turn off notifications, step away, and give your brain the signal that it's safe to rest. Your value doesn't disappear when you log out. In fact, those pauses create space for insight, creativity, and renewal. You also need to redefine what success means for you personally. If your version of success only exists through constant doing, you'll never arrive. Try defining success as balance, peace, or presence. Imagine reaching the top of a mountain only to realize you were climbing the wrong one. Many people burn out not because they're weak, but because they're climbing toward goals that don't truly matter to them. Here's something psychology confirms. The human brain thrives on meaning, not metrics. We think we're chasing productivity, but we're really chasing significance. When your work connects to a sense of contribution, even small tasks feel rewarding. When it doesn't, no amount of effort feels enough. That's why purpose is the antidote to overworking. When you reconnect with your why, you stop running in circles. Another truth few people admit, rest requires courage. In a world obsessed with more, choosing to do less is a radical act. It means you trust that your value isn't conditional. It means you believe in quality over quantity, depth over speed, being over doing. This isn't laziness, it's leadership of the self. Start experimenting with slow productivity. Do fewer things, but do them deeply. Focus on process, not performance. Give yourself full permission to single task instead of multitask. The mind regains clarity when it stops scattering attention. You'll notice your energy stabilize, your focus sharpen, and your sense of time expand. When you no longer measure worth by output, you begin to notice beauty again. The sound of rain, the laughter of a friend, the stillness of evening light. These are the quiet rewards of an unhurried life, the things that productivity can never give, but always takes away. You'll realize that rest isn't something to escape to, it's something to live from. It's important to understand that overworking doesn't make you more successful, it often makes you less effective. Chronic stress impairs decision-making, memory, and creativity. When you're constantly in a go state, your brain loses its ability to think clearly or innovate. Slowing down isn't just self-care, it's smart strategy. Some of the most brilliant insights come not in the hustle, but in the pause between. Let's be clear, ambition isn't the problem. Attachment is. You can work hard and still stay healthy if your self-worth isn't tied to the results. The difference between drive and addiction is whether you can stop. If stopping feels impossible, that's not passion, it's dependency. The goal is balance, working with intensity but also knowing when to rest without guilt. Your energy is sacred. Every time you overextend it to prove yourself, you send your body the message that it's never enough. But when you honor your limits, you send a new message, I'm already enough. That shift changes how you move through the world. You stop chasing approval and start creating from authenticity. You stop hustling for belonging and start belonging to yourself. One day, you'll realize that the most productive thing you can do is live a life that feels true. Not perfect, not constant, just real. You'll look back and see that every pause, every boundary, every moment of stillness was not a step back, but a step inward. Because the greatest work you'll ever do isn't on your schedule, it's within you. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to breathe. deeply. You don't have to prove anything right now. You've already done enough. Thank you for watching this video on Think Fresh Daily. If this message spoke to your heart, please like the video, share it with someone who needs this reminder, and follow the channel for more insights on living with purpose, balance, and peace, beyond the illusion of productivity.